So we finally finished this massive new backyard, dog run, fenced area, whatever you want to call it, right? Pretty much doubled it in size. It goes all the way back, I want to say 250 feet now. Fully fenced all the way around. This is what I've been doing if you've watched the past 2 videos. And we finally finished. I also mentioned that I think it'd be really cool to have an above ground pool, or eventually, you know, long term, an in-ground pool, but that's just crazy expensive. A whole lot goes into that. I thought it'd be cool to have an above ground pool right here and just start making it a little bit more inviting for these hot summer months. So I did some research. I've been talking to this dude on Facebook Marketplace, and he's selling this bad boy right here. It's 21 feet by 9 feet by 52 inches. So it's about double the size of the little round one that I got in LA. One of the biggest things is I want to make sure that I do it right by actually properly leveling the ground and making a proper base for this pool to sit on. And I mean, that's going to be a whole project in itself, but I need the truck to go pick up the pool. The problem is the truck is full of stuff from the last 2 projects that I haven't finished yet. So I gotta find a place to put this somewhere, and I don't know where. Yet again, we are taking her down here, and I'm probably just gonna dump it all and cause myself another job later down the road. That definitely seems to be a recurring theme here, is it's a problem for later. A problem for another time, as some may say. This really doesn't look that steep, but I have a feeling that trying to back up this with the truck full of cinder blocks isn't gonna go perfectly smooth. Wish me luck. Never underestimate the power of the Ranger. She never lets me down. All right, so I told the dude we'd be there in like 45 minutes, and I gotta stop by the bank to grab cash. I just gotta empty all this. It didn't take too long to load up yesterday, so. Ooh, except, oh, praying mantis. Do you see that thing? Do you see him right at the tip of my finger? Oh, he jumped. I don't like that I can push the car forward at all. The parking brake's on, yeah, and it's in gear. Why are we moving? No, I don't like that, bro. I'm not taking any risks with that. We straight up moved like a foot down the driveway since I was unloading. And that's with the brake on and with it in gear, which I don't get. We'll chill like that. Parking brake, in gear, truck off. Now I just have to walk a little bit. It's good for you. All right. Again, I'm really just prolonging my other jobs here because at some point, all of this is gonna have to move. Oh, good old chopping block. I should start doing some of those like thirst trap TikToks where I'm shirtless, lubed up in oil, and I start chopping wood. I'm onto something there. I'm thinking probably just put all the pavers or whatever they are right here, stack them up, because I mean, moving all this stuff is gonna be, that's a couple hours right there, if not longer, to be honest. It's 10:23 in the morning right now. I'm just gonna see how fast I can get all these done. I hope I don't get scammed by this dude on Marketplace. Buying a used above ground pool is a pretty risky thing to do, especially because it's already disassembled, so I can't check it for leaks and whatnot. I mainly have to check for like the pump, the filter, all the piping and everything. And I mean, worst case scenario, if he tries to scam me and give me like a broken liner, I'm getting the pool for pretty cheap. So I mean, if the liner's toast, I can always get the same liner brand new and still be cheaper than buying the whole pool new. I usually try to give people the benefit of the doubt though when it comes to Marketplace. Most people are good people. That's not true at all actually, but we'll see. Fingers crossed. I can't cross my fingers in gloves. I can pretty confidently say that I don't love the fact that it's 100 degrees before 10:45 a.m. Yeah, 10:33 a.m. What time did we start this again? 10:26 or something? Or was it 10:16? Or did it even have a 6 in it? All I know is that I'm sweating. We're almost there though. I forgot how funny feeling it is to have this head mount on. Makes my head feel like a bobblehead. Okay, almost there. And then I'm only assuming it's gonna fit in the back of the truck in the first place. I asked him, I was like, yo, do you think it'll fit in like a 6-foot bed of a truck? He said, yeah, no problem. He said he puts the whole thing in his Prius, so I don't know what to do with that information. 1, 2, 3 more trips, 3.5. 1 and 2. I guess there's no such thing as a half trip. I guess it'll just be 4. 3 and 4. Okay, the fact that those 2 in the middle aren't laying flat is gonna drive me crazy, but I'm gonna leave them now just so they drive you crazy too. All right, and we're off. All right, pool is acquired. It all fit in the back of the truck. The dude selling it was a younger kid, super nice. He said his dad had disassembled the pool, and I was like, I don't know. I was kind of skeptical buying a disassembled above ground pool, because the one in LA that I had bought was like he had videos of it assembled, then disassembled it the day before I bought it. Where this one has just been disassembled since they moved. He said, I put it in quotes as if he's lying. I'm pretty sure he's telling the truth, but definitely a little more unnerving, like not knowing if there's any holes in the liner, but everything was disassembled, super like organized, and everything was labeled. So hopefully it's all good there. We probably have a couple days before I'm even ready to set it up, because like I said, I gotta level the ground and get everything set up. Step one's complete. We got the pool. Got some stuff in that bag over there in the passenger seat, and then have the filter and the pump and whatever in there. Got the ladder, which luckily we didn't have to disassemble, and then all the parts you need to make it, and then the liner itself is, I guess it's kind of hard to see, but it's stored in that box there, and hopefully there's no rips or tears. Like I said though, before we can even get remotely started on setting that up, we have to make the spot for it. So I want to go through and kind of measure it out, map it out, figure out where exactly I want it in this area, like where makes the most sense, and then go through and start bringing in some material, leveling it out, and going from there. Ugh, I want to get it set up before the heat wave's done, dude. It's supposed to cool down the next week, and of course that'll be when the pool's done. I don't know how far we're gonna get today. This is probably gonna be a multi-day project, but it's probably gonna be made abundantly clear that I've never done this before. That being said, we are sure as hell gonna try. The concept of leveling something, like making a level platform, seems overly complicated in my head, because like something can look level and not be level. Maybe I'm overthinking this. Maybe this is gonna be easy. I went out and I got some lumber though. So the pool is 9 by 21. So I guess you can't really see all of this, but I got some 2 by 4 by 12s, and I got 6 of them. My goal, let me start tossing these over the fence actually. Ooh. That's good for them, right? My goal is to make a little platform for the pool, and use some leveling sand or like some base rock inside of this 2 by 4 frame that I'm gonna build to A, make sure there's nothing sharp that can poke the bottom of the pool liner, B, make it look a little bit better than just slapping a pool on a non-perfectly level ground, and C, hopefully making it perfectly level. Again, this is pure trial and error. Definitely good for them. Okay, here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 pressure treated 2 by 4 by 12s. I don't know why my hand's doing this. And then we have one 4-foot 3/8 inch rebar. And here I have a plan in my head that I think should work. Think, that's the key word there. Pretty sure there's a dry erase board in here so I can demonstrate my big brain abilities. All right, is there a dry erase board? I do not see a dry erase board. Where's my dry erase board? I realize this is like the storage room for now. We want to convert this into a gym. Now that I think about it, we probably actually have some new viewers, since it's been over a month since I think I showed this room. It is massive, a little over 1,600 square feet, and it's just this giant empty detached garage. In my opinion, it has some of the best views. Look at these windows. Look at that view though. And then you have a giant 50-foot drop to your death down there. We are prioritizing getting the house done first, like the actual part of the house that we live in. New flooring, new roof, all the routine maintenance and fix-ups that an older house like this needs. After all that though, this is the next project. And I personally think that a little gym, maybe a fingerboard park, a little multi-purpose room, pool table. There is plenty of room for activities here. It even has a bathroom, well, the start of a bathroom. It's already plumbed too. We have cold water and we have working hot water. That's nice. A gas stove, but it runs on a little propane tank, I think. Yeah, so that's not attached to the gas. That just uses its own little propane tank. I guess long story short, where I'm going with this is big plans here. For now, my dad has some of his music stuff here because he be vibing. And then, I mean, most of you know this already, but we go downstairs, walk on down here, and then we have, you know, the 240, and then on the other side is the mini ramp and all the skatable stuff. Pretty damn cool garage if you ask. Hey, the whiteboard. It was hiding. Look, I found it. All right, hear me out, okay? Damn it, I don't know where the dry erase markers are. All right, well, this is gonna work instead. It's a piece of wood. Boom, see this rectangle? That is the pool. Beautiful. With these 2x4s that I got, I say we do boom, 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 right? From here to here is 12 feet. From here to here is 12 feet for a total of 22 feet. That math isn't right. For a total of 24 feet. The pool this way is 9 feet, so I'm saying this piece of wood right here is going to be, I don't know what that is, 11 feet. I lied. That's going to be 12 feet because this is 21 feet. 21 plus 3 is 24. 9 plus 3 is 12. This right here is going to be a 3-foot barrier, right? A little blockade. Duh, that makes perfect sense, doesn't it? Now, if I had to pick one tool that was gonna help me level something, I think it's going to be a level. Just a hunch that I had. So if my calculations are correct, which I'm 99% sure they're not, I don't think we actually have to cut anything. We've made progress. We've broken ground. I have a line of 2x4s. It's gonna be a little difficult because you can see my super professionally installed, super straight, super accurate fence is a little bit wavy. So I started out by measuring from the fence to here, and I was like, oh, I want it 4 feet, but then it wouldn't be even. I sort of just did it by eyeball instead and made it look like straight despite any angles or distance. And this is 2 2x4x12, so this is 24 feet right now. I went through with the pickaxe a little bit and kind of dug out a little trench for it so I could make sure they're level. And I mean, it looks pretty straight and even to me. And I went through with the level to there. I wish I had a longer level, but slap this on top of one of the 2x4s, and I mean, it is pretty dead center if you ask me. And I went through and measured, you know, multiple spots on both 2x4s, and it's all level. Keep in mind, this is also the base, and I'm going to be filling that rectangular base with what's it called, leveling sand. So that I also have a little bit of fine tuning to get perfectly level. Yeah, okay, on to phase 2, which is securing these 2x4s in place. All right, so I'm saying with this rebar, we just cut it every 8 inches. Where did I get 8 inches, you may ask? I just pulled it out of my ass. I figure because a 2x4 is 4 inches, and then if it's 8 inches, it goes 4 inches into the ground, right? It seems like it makes sense. 8, 16, 24, 32, 40, yeah, okay, that's close enough. Good thing I keep my work table nice and clean. Ooh, that's sketchy. Do you see the little danglies from my hat? Imagine that gets caught in there. Okay, hat's coming off. I can't see shit with this thing on. Look at my accuracy. Nice. Oh my god, it's so hot in here. All right, one more. Okay, pretty sure I broke every safety procedure there was during that, but we're done. All the sparks just went directly on the 240. Nah, she's fine. Those actually aren't as bad as I thought. All of them are the same size except for one of them, but it was a little over 4 feet, so that's why. That's my excuse. All right, so I'm gonna assume you see the vision here. We have 3/8 inch angle, nope, not angle iron. What's this shit called? Rebar, 3/8 inch rebar. Now we have a 3/8 inch drill bit and a hammer. Do you see the vision? We're just gonna drill right here and hope that it doesn't split this in half. It's not long enough, is it? God damn it. Oh no, wait, maybe we did go through, never mind. Okay, that worked, right? And now I'm saying we do that again over here. Look at that, level as can be. And I mean, this thing is not going anywhere now. Now I just gotta do that one, and then do one there, and then do one there, and then do one there, and then do that one, and then we're good. I really didn't plan any of this great. I just had to go to the store again to get some more stuff, but it's actually coming along so far. We have a 90-degree turn now. I feel like I've been working for so long and it was so much cooler in my head. I like flipped the camera around at it and it's really just a couple pieces of wood. But the rebar is working great. It's holding everything in beautifully, actually. Everything is nice and square. I've also been going through and continuing to check the level, and I mean, it helps that this is pretty much level to begin with. So I ran out of rebar, so I went out and picked up 8 more feet, 2 more 4-foot sections. I think, which one should I do first? I think I'm gonna do the 12-footer here and then do the last 24-footer right there. I have a little bit of a concern as to if it's gonna be square, but like, why would it not be square, huh? The corner looks pretty good. I mean, I've butted it up against it nicely, and I think I didn't use like a tool or anything to make sure it's an exact 90. That's what I probably should have done. Live and learn. I guess we'll find out. I don't really have a method to my madness. Oh, that's hot. Even though this whole tier is relatively level, you can see I still have to dig out certain parts to make sure it stays level. Mainly because I mean, I added what, 2-3 inches in some places of topsoil, which makes this process a lot easier. But what I've been doing is I'll just go through and grab one of these. I'll put it, you know, roughly in place and then tip it over. Then I go through with this bad boy and kind of just dig out around the line a little, around the, you know what I'm trying to say. Then I'll go in with the other side of it and kind of just try my best to make it level and even. I don't know. I'll lay it in to get sort of a rough idea of where we're at. Well, we're definitely too high on this side. Just going through and digging out some more. I feel like properly leveling something that wasn't already, you know, pretty level to begin with, like that'd be miserable, man. I'm sure they make tools and stuff, but I mean, still. All right, let's try that. That's definitely closer. We can still go a little deeper though. We're still high. I don't know why this side is giving me such a hard time. There's just all these little rocks that keep falling into the crevice. Oh yeah, I guess this is one way to do it, huh? Okay, let's see if that did anything. Plop it down in there. Okay, we're looking closer. Okay, that one's looking flush. What really matters though is if we're level, and we are not level. What side has to come up? Okay, this side has to still come down a little bit, so I guess it slants ever so slightly that way. All right, it does look like there's a couple high points right here. Yeah, see now we're digging past where I put the topsoil. Like, this is the original earth that I'm going into now. Okay, what about now? Okay, we finally got it level. And then we suck them together. Nice suck. And then we gotta give her a quick trip to Drillington City. Oh, yep, just like that. Do one over here too. I'm not really measuring it. I'm just going like around a foot in. Meow, meow. Okay, good enough. I'm glad I checked this before I staked this down. I just lined this one up, right? And we are nowhere near square. So I guess my 90-degree angles are not 90-degree angles, because this has to go like, I don't know, all the way over there. It'll still work. I just, I have some digging to do now. This was so much more work than I anticipated. I just put in a solid 3 hours of work off camera just digging this shit, bro. Oh, let's put you guys back on the head. All right, so I found out that this was not level at all. And by this, I mean the land. It sloped ever so slightly towards that way, which makes sense for drainage. You don't want it to puddle up against here or go towards the house or anything. So it was slanted a little bit that way. So you can see over here, I didn't really have to do much digging at all, but all the way over here, I had to dig almost 4 inches down. I swear to God, if this isn't level somehow. I've been going through with this level and checking all the corners. Perfectly level, perfectly level, perfectly level, and perfectly level. Thank God. I've also been going through and, you know, checking random spots throughout, and we're pretty much good. I cut up that last piece of rebar and I drilled one more hole in the middle of each 2x4x12. So I'm just gonna hammer these in. Okay, we're done. There's actually nothing more than I want than to be done right now, but we have one last thing that's just gonna bug me unless I do it. So we have 1, 2, and 3 of those pieces of rebar in each 2x4x12 all the way around, right? So 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, 18. Everything's secure, everything feels good. I mean, like I can kick it and it's not going anywhere. It's set in stone, well, not stone, but you know what I mean. I probably don't even need it, but just for myself, where these 2 long 2x4s meet, there's a little seam, and we're not gonna talk about how I almost split the wood there, just ignore that. I wanna put like a little joist, or I don't know what the correct term would be, but something on either the inside or the outside. I gotta figure out which, just to keep it from moving, even though it's not gonna move. I also gotta remember that I am filling this with sand, and sand is small and granular, so I mean sand can go through that little crack. So I'll put it on the inside. I'll put a little brace on the inside. Damn it. Good enough. Can you tell that I'm getting over it? There we go. I cleaned it up for you. Perfect. So I'm saying we literally just slap it right in there. Yeah, right up against there. So many rocks, which is what makes digging so annoying. Okay. There. I don't actually know if that offers any structural support, but I mean, with all the sand and pressure here, it might push it outward, so there's something. And now this side. Oh, I'm so sick of digging. There we go. Okay. Okay, I'm done. Whew, okay, god damn. Who would have thought that making a little rectangle was gonna take 6 hours? Just doesn't help there's 103 outside. Okay, no, the shade feels good. Look at that, ladies and gents. We made ourselves a nice rectangular base. Tomorrow I'm gonna go through with a rake and kind of clear everything out, and then we're gonna go fill up the Ranger with that leveling sand, and then fill up the rectangle with the leveling sand, and level the leveling sand, and then we can set up the pool. I'm gonna go shower. All right, so I ended up taking much more than just a shower. I took a shower, and then I took a nap, and then I fell asleep, and now it's the next morning. I was exhausted, man. Making that little rectangle was so much more complicated than I thought. I think it's because I was obsessing over making sure it was level. So I'd like dig something out, I'd hammer it in, and level it, or measure it with a level, find out it wasn't exactly level. I'd unstake it. It took so long. But especially, I mean, I think that pool is 5,000 or 6,000 gallons. Like, you don't want 5,000 or 6,000 gallons tipping over if it's just slightly off level. Water's heavy. I don't know if you guys know that, but if your pool is just ever so slightly slanted, it'll start bubbling at one end, then eventually just topple over and send 5,000 gallons of water somewhere. You really don't want that, especially if it's gonna go towards the house or into the garage or something. Luckily, you know, we're on plenty of land, so if it does explode, we want it to explode outwards away from the house. But no, I mean, I think if anything, this was just more for some experience, for a hands-on project to do. And I've learned a lot so far. I think I've talked about this before, but I really like it when my videos have a start and a finish. Like we start a project and we finish the project in the same video. I kind of knew going into this that I wasn't gonna be able to finish it in a day, so I'm pretty happy with how my 8-hour rectangle turned out. Tomorrow we're gonna clear out the inside of it so we can dig down a little bit, and then I think just fill it with the leveling sand, level it out, and maybe install the pool tomorrow. So tips, tricks, advice, any of that stuff is much appreciated. And as always, I mean, thank you guys for watching a 20-minute video of me making a rectangle. I'll make this quick. It's interesting how boring the content is now compared to living in LA, or even just, you know, not being more skate content. This is boring, but I personally have been loving making it so much more. And I mean, the comments have been so much more positive than I've ever seen on my content before, which I can only assume means that you, at least some of you, are enjoying this too, which is, it really is cool to kind of see everything working in harmony. And by that I mean, like, you guys enjoying what I'm enjoying. I feel like that doesn't always happen. So thank you guys for watching, much appreciated. I'll see you for part 2 and maybe a part 3. I'd like to get it done next video, but appreciate you guys. Peace out. What do I usually say? Catch you next. Peace out. See you next video. Yeah, okay, bye.